Hello, my fellow HBICs. How are you doing today? I hope you are manifesting on the regular and lots of wonderful things are happening to you. Now, I received a question in my comments, and first of all, thank you. Thank you for the question because you gave me a video idea, and we all know I love that because it helps me. So, one of the questions was, basically, I'm not going to read it verbatim, but basically, what do you do when you're bored with saying your affirmations or you're tired out from doing it? Okay, let me first start with number one. I get it. I have definitely felt that way. And that was more of like in the beginning when I first started really getting into the law of assumption, okay? Because now I know kind of what I was doing wrong, and I think you might be doing the same. So if you find yourself getting bored or tired or even overwhelmed saying your affirmations, let me explain something. Your affirmations are not a new technique to do. They're not like a law of attraction technique, like the 55 by 5s. That's not what they are. Your affirmations are your thoughts. I tell you to say your affirmations on the regular, multiple times a day, because you are trying to embed them in your brain so they become your natural autopilot thoughts, because your thoughts create. So when you're not doing affirmations and you're just doing who knows what, watching television, cooking dinner, driving in your car, you're at work, your mind rolls off, you daydream, right? We get sidetracked. Well, those thoughts manifest. Those thoughts create your reality, your world around you. Basically, what you believe, you receive. I like rhyming, but no. The whole purpose of affirmations is to take over the negative garbage in your brain that you don't want to manifest in your world, and to change them with your head bitch in charge, controlled thoughts. Eventually, if you're saying them on the daily, like you're supposed to be, and when I don't mean once a day, either, especially if it's something that you have a pretty tough, negative, hardcore already assumption on. I know I always fall back to specific person just because it's the most popular thing I get asked, but if you've got it stuck in your brain, you've made it an assumption that your SP has zero interest in you, that's what you're manifesting. But if you would say your affirmations on the daily, multiple times a day, that'll become the thought that you create into an assumption, which will then manifest into your reality. So, I know it's tough, but you have to think of it as it's not an extra job you just picked up saying your affirmations. It's you trying to embed those affirmations as your permanent thoughts, your assumptions. In the beginning, let me say this. When I first started, I would feel the same way. I would be like, damn, I'm burnt out. I get overwhelmed. I would get bored too, big time. I would get bored, and sometimes that would roll me into thinking some negative thoughts and things would spiral. Once I started watching more law of assumption videos, from the creators on YouTube, and I really began to accept the thought, like, okay, wait a minute. I'm treating these affirmations as if it's a 55 by 5 method, passing water from cup to cup, pretending you're in a different reality with these cups of water. I realized that's what I was doing. Once I accepted it, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I want my SP to be all mine, and I want him to want only me. I want what I want, and the only way I'm going to get it is when I stop thinking negative shit about him. So, I have to stop thinking of affirmations as a job and realize all I'm doing is changing my thoughts. And guess what? Most of my SP affirmations, I literally just catch myself thinking them. Like, I'll be literally taking the doggy for a walk. I find myself just saying them in my head and not saying them in a, my SP loves me. No, just like, I know I know my SP does. I know he does. I know my SP loves it. And I'm saying it as a normal thought because it has become my assumption. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope that was a good example. If you find yourself getting really burnt out, okay, and bored or whatnot, like I said, this is a judgment-free zone because I've probably experienced just about everything you guys have. Take a break. Take a break. But keep in mind, while you're taking that break, and if your thoughts start going in a direction that you don't want it to go in, meaning whatever you're thinking of, you don't want to manifest, you've got to get back on the affirmations. And I know there is no perfect, simple answer. It's just, do you want what you want? Do you really want it? Then you've got to keep affirming. You really do. And maybe the affirmations you're using, because if you're not seeing any movement after a week or two, and movement, it all depends on your situation, where you started out at. Everybody's starting out from a different spot. But after a week or two and you haven't seen any movement and you've been truly sticking to the affirmations and truly controlling your thoughts, maybe your affirmations need a little checkup. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they need a little checkup. But you do have to get it out of your head that this is just something to do. And then once you get what you want, you don't got to do it anymore. No, because the whole point is you're going to always desire something. That's why we're made this way. So there's always going to be something you're trying to manifest in your life. So the affirmations aren't going anywhere. I guess that's a nice way of saying it. No matter what you do, every time, whether you want it or not, your thoughts create. So, wouldn't you want to be in control of what shows up in your life? Instead of just letting your thoughts float off and anything can happen. Isn't it more fun to think, I know I'm going to get what I want? I love thinking that. That puts me in a good mood regardless. I know I'm going to get what I want because I always get what I want because I'm a master manifester. Everything goes my way. I always win. I always get what I want. I get what or whoever I want because it's my reality and I'm the head bitch in charge. So when you're getting bored, how about you tell yourself some of that? You know what I'm saying? Get tough with yourself, but get it out of your head right this minute that affirmations are choice. You can choose not to do them, but you're just going to manifest whatever kind of other garbage you're thinking about. And I mean that from like a big sister kindness. I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm just trying to be tough with you. You are manifesting all the time. Your thoughts are creating all the time. Just like you assume every day you're going to wake up in the bed that you went to bed in. You're going to wake up and your room's still going to be painted the same color because it's an assumption of yours now. So that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? So snap out of the boredom and get back on those affirmations. You really can be, do, and have whatever you want. You really, really can. But you need to say your affirmations until your thoughts have been changed. Affirmations aren't a choice. But if you find yourself at the point of getting bored, okay? And don't get me wrong, sometimes even I'm like, all right, I got to get back to doing something else right now. I got to go do something. I got to go do something else quick. Blah, 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 blah. That's fine too. Don't be afraid to take the break. I'm just saying that when you're taking that break and your mind starts drifting in the wrong direction, get back on your affirmations whether you want to or not. Because you need to stop the negative thought. You need to punch it in the face with an affirmation that's, trying to manifest your special person. So if you've been affirming all damn day that your SP is head over heels in love with you and is always loyal and faithful to you, and then you decide you're getting sick of saying it, so you go off to go, I don't know, make a sandwich, and while you're sitting down to eat that damn sandwich, and all of a sudden you're thinking, oh my God, he or she can't stand me. They don't love me. They're never going to come with me. They're never going to be mine. Better get back on them affirmations immediately. You might want to even go in your head or out loud. No, my SP is head over heels in love with me. Because I get whatever I want in my reality. You need to fight them off. So affirmations aren't going anywhere. Guess what I'm trying to say to you. And at the same time, I'm trying not to make a really long video to irritate you guys. I don't want to bore you. So, did that make sense? Was that at all helpful? Please leave me a comment and let me know. Because if it wasn't, and to the person who asked the question, if that did not help you, please say so in the comments, and I will either A, make another video, or B, reach out to me by email, and we will have a deeper conversation. Okie dokie. But keep in mind, I'm getting a lot of emails. So, might be a day or two or more. But I will get back to you always. I will never not respond. Know that. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day. I intend that this video was helpful. Maybe it was a little in your tush to wake you up a little bit, or to help you, get steered in the right direction. I like to joke around, and I'm really sarcastic, and I know that, and all my sarcasm comes from a lovely place, but I intend that you already know that. So, if you made it this far, I would love for you to subscribe, give me a like, leave a comment, get the bug away from my face. And yeah, maybe I'll tone down on the nature videos. How about that? Oh my God. Okay.